right, so we've got our receptacle layout here. We're going to automatically place receptacles in this model because we're going to show you how to circuit devices. But first, again, we need a couple duplex receptacles in order to circuit them. So we're just going to place a bunch of them in the model. All right, we got our 680 receptacles in the model. Cool. All these are now in here. And then okay, now we're going to go ahead and circuit receptacles. So we'll go ahead and we only have duplex receptacles in here. We're going to circuit duplexes and we're going to circuit them to the closest panel. And we're going to put 6 per devices per circuit. All right, now we've got 141 circuits created in the model. Awesome. And with that, I'm going to show you how you can create wire tabs. So when you're hovering over a device, right, you see it highlight, and then you hit the tab key. You can then hit just left click. So hover, tab, click, and then you can do your wire connections for everything. So hover, tab, click, and then here we can go solid wires instead of the arced. We can do the chamfered for them. And then if we look at our panel schedules here, so that's our 480 panel. Here's our 208 panel. I'm going to go hit edit panel schedule because they're already created. And then here we have each panel schedule in the project. So once these are in here, and all of this can be edited, and you can change kind of the layout and format of them. And to do that, we'll go to edit a template. We'll just take the branch panel, and then from here you can, swap out your anything that you want, right? You can change this to any of these parameters that are within the project, and then update the panel schedule accordingly. So even if you just want to do something like this, where you update the width, then we go back and we edit panel schedule, right? Like width is slightly updated from what we just had, and all of that can be updated here, right? You can put in all this information. The other thing that I want to show you on circuiting and receptacles is, so here on the left, we have everything for basically this circuit, right? It's a breaker connection. Here's the load name, the rating, the frame of the breaker, right? Just 20 amp breaker. Here's the VA that's on the circuit, which is 9 amps on the that phase. It says which phase it's connected to on it. So this is phase C, right? Parent current phase C. We can see it's on C for this circuit. Voltage drop 1.76. 81 feet with number 12s would be that. So, and some of this I wouldn't look into too much, because if we look at the MEP settings, electrical settings, wire sizes, I don't know what our default is, but it should be THN2. Yeah, so if we look at this should be the default, should really be THHN. That'll work. Conduit type steel. Yep. So now you can see that this is all defaulted to number 12s because now our default is copper, which that makes sense for it. Voltage drop 2.93 volts. Okay. And so you can fill in the rest of this for number 12s or whatever you're at now based on our updated default wire size. And again, some of these you're going to want to check in Revit on what that default wire size is and their calculations for it. But you can at least find the distance, and this one's like fairly good for from that standpoint. So let's look at receptacles number 115. So if we go back in here and we go to tag, annotate, room tag, 0865, okay, so 115. So if we look at this and let's take our kind of longest or furthest out. Oh, so here's this new fangled thing where you can click chain. So we go here, 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 right? So 68 plus 10 up, 10 down, that gets us to 88. And then if we look at that on the length for this circuit, 81, that's pretty close, honestly, for what the total circuit length is going to be. Okay, you know, that's pretty good. And if we start from the panel here, go over up 68 plus, again, maybe only 18. So 68 plus 18, 86. Again, we're right in the ballpark, you know, plus or minus 5 feet forward distance. So that's circuiting. Now, if you were to do this by hand, so let's go and undo this circuit receptacles, because not everybody has this newfangled deal. So no circuits created, and then we're going to circuit everything. Here is how you would circuit receptacles by hand. So let's say that we want to circuit all of these together. So I'm holding control down, control plus clicking each of them. And so then I can hit power, arc wire, and then come back, click on here, and then hit RP1-1, which goes to here. You can also hit select panel and then choose this panel, and also to confirm it, RP1-1. So then they'll be there, and then we can look at RP1-1 receptacle. So then you would need to come back in here too and say, okay, I have this circuit. I want to call it receptacle instruction 5. Do it from right here, which will then update in the panel schedule. There you go. That is how we circuit devices in Revit. It's how we do it by hand or using one of our nifty tools called Autocircuit to automatically circuit devices in Revit. But that's how you update panel schedules, circuit devices, and all that other awesome stuff. Thanks for watching. And again, if you want any of these tools, you can go to kowabungastudios.com/account creation. All that good stuff is here. You can unlock Surfboard, which places devices, get $10,000 in credit with $500 refundable deposit. Fill out the form, pay your deposit. And then once you do that and do all this fun stuff in 7 days, we'll give you your $500 back. And if you don't finish in 7 days, we'll still give you $500 credits. So easy peasy. But install Surfboard by 2 users, run a workflow, and give us a 3-minute time saved check-in. And yeah, that's all there is to it. But thank you guys for watching this video on how to circuit receptacles in Revit. Until next time.